I need this. And boom, a few days later, after I verbally said, I need this, it showed up. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Esty Marie, and I am back because it's the beginning of a new month, which means it is time for our focus scripture. These focus scriptures are coming out of my Write It Out planner and journal. So if you don't have a copy, if you would like a copy, go ahead and click the link in the description and you'll be able to have a place to jot down your ideas, your goals, and the things that you desire to accomplish within, this year. It's a monthly goal setting planner. And I just wanted to share that with you in case you did not know where the stuff was coming from at the beginning of each month. It's coming from my Write It Out goal setting planner. The idea came from Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain. I know I am somebody who is full of ideas, and a lot of times those ideas, they stay in my head, and then I try and do too much because there's just so many different things going on in my head. We have to write these things down. When you write it down, you are more likely to be able to execute. Okay? So let's write the vision out in our Write It Out planners. So it's a digital product, so do with it as you will. You can print it, you can not print it, that's up to you. But it is a beautiful document that will help you if you so choose to let it. But it's March. It's March 1st. So we're going to get right into the focus scripture for March, which is Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Y'all, can I tell y'all that in February, like literally, I didn't even pray. It was just, I guess, yeah, that's still technically prayer because prayer is conversation with the Lord. It doesn't have to be this whole big, deep, religious, wonderful thing that church people make it all the time. Like it's really not that. But I was in my crafts room and I was like, God, I need another table because, I have my desk where my computer sits, and then I had my little folding table that I would craft on and things, but it wasn't big enough. And I'm like, I still have this Cricut and I have nowhere to put it. So how am I going to even begin to start crafting with my Cricut again? Like I have nowhere to put it. And I just was like, God, I need a table. Y'all, a couple days later, I see a post in a Buy Nothing group on Facebook. If you're not in one of those, y'all should really, get in one of them. It was great. So I'm in this Buy Nothing group, and there's a woman in there, and she's like, I'm getting rid of this table. I used to craft on it, and she had a special custom cutout drawer that was like specifically for a Cricut. Like, I can't make this stuff up, y'all. It's crazy, right? So it's exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed with storage space for my Cricut. So I'm just like, wow, that was a fast answer. Like, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. It was literally given. Yeah, that was just, it was awesome. And I'm like, okay, so what does it mean to delight in the Lord? So delighting in the Lord is when you take enjoyment in him, in spending time. And I know for the past couple of months, like towards the end of 2023, I had noticed that I was so wrapped up in me trying to make my business happen and me trying to do all these different things. And there's a lot of efforts on my end. And I noticed myself not spending as much time in prayer as I used to, not spending enough as much time in my word as I used to, because I was just so focused, right? So focused on getting this thing done. And I started to begin to get resistance in my business. And I'm like, wait, hold up, what's happening, Lord? Because you make provision for the vision, and so why am I struggling to get these things accomplished right now? Like what's happening? So I had to take a moment and I had to pause and pivot and think about, okay, what's happening. And if you remember, February's focus scripture was the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes surely to poverty. And I was really moving in that, okay, I'm gonna be diligent. I'm diligently doing these things. I'm gonna be diligent in my work. But I was being diligent in the wrong areas. So I had to pause, pivot, and really evaluate what was I doing and begin to submit those things to the Lord and see where there were things that I had laid down in my business, from like 7+ years ago, of things that I knew God was leading me towards, but life got to life, and relationships, breakups, all these things kind of pull us off course. And so as I was moving forward and building what I'm currently building, I completely negated those things that were previously written down. And so I just want to encourage you as we begin to move forward in March. I know for a lot of people, especially like in my community, this has been like a pick it back up season. So I want to encourage you, if there are things that you have laid down, or if you are new to wanting to try entrepreneurship and you're like, okay, I want to have a business, I want to do these things, and I'm not quite sure where to go and how to go about it. Like, literally continue to spend time with God, delight yourself in Him, and He's gonna lay it out before you. It's gonna come, He's gonna show you, and it's gonna be even better than you can ask, think, or imagine. Like I said, I don't even consider that a prayer of what happened to me for February, like the end of February. It was just like, I need this. And boom, like literally few days later, after I verbally said I need this, it showed up and I didn't have to pay for it. So God will give you the desires of your heart. We just have to delight in Him. We have to take that time to spend with Him. When you delight in something, you take it in, you enjoy it, you spend all that extra that you have with it. When you're in a relationship, you delight in the other person. You always want to be around them. You think about them all the time. When you delight in your business, it's usually something that you desire to do, and you do it effortlessly because it doesn't feel like work. So being in covenant with God shouldn't feel like work. Um, it should be something that you delight in. And when you begin to delight in Him, He gives you the desires of your heart, because the heart that we have changes. He changes our heart and He puts His desires in our hearts. So I just want to encourage you with that, on this good March. Happy Women's History Month. I hope that March is amazing for you. Let me know in the comments, in the community tab, like, what are your goals for this month? How do you delight in the Lord? Like, what do you do? What is it for you? that you do. And I'm gonna leave mine in the comments too. Okay? I'll see y'all later. Bye.